How do you be profitable now? And how do you be profitable long term? Welcome to Coach Grid, where we make coaches profitable. Today I'm here with Kirsten Davis, and we're talking about profitability. We're talking about how you make money as a coach. There's a lot of different ideas out there as to what's the best way for a coach to make money.
And make money consistently.
Well, and that's even one of the things is, can you or are you making money consistently? Mm-hmm. One of our favorite coaches, they've done really amazing work for years now, but every time they want to make some money, they're kind of back to the drawing board and they got to go find new clientele. They have to come up with a new marketing campaign. Mm-hmm. They're building something new, and it's the process all over again. And as the economy shifts, as markets shift, as technology shifts, they're trying to invent something brand new every time. Mm-hmm. And they do pretty well with that. But I also see the burnout that comes with that. And to me, profitability isn't just about how much money I'm making. It's about how much time am I having to allocate to make that money. That's one of the first things that we start talking about is their offer. Mm-hmm. And in the Launchmaster program, that's really the flagship base program. And it's designed to launch a coach. But we also have 2 iterations past that, which is to grow and to scale. Mm-hmm. And we build Launchmaster with that in mind. Because every coach that we've ever talked to, I think without exception, wants to get to a point to where they can do less upfront work and still make the money that they want to make and do some of the other things.
Yeah, 100%.
As a coach, how do you be profitable now? And how do you be profitable long term? One of the first things that we talk about is community. And your community pretty directly correlates to your ability to be profitable. You can imagine some famous, musical artist, if every time they sold an album, they could only sell that album to people that had never bought their album before. How challenging that would be to go build that over again, and to go create a name for yourself over again. Yeah.
Or that if you go and see an artist in concert, the only time you can ever hear them again is to pay for a full concert, and maybe you have to fly across the country to go to that. And there's no streaming version, lower cost version that you can have day to day.
Yeah. And for music, this sounds kind of nonsensical. People are like, no way that I would do that. Yeah. But in the coaching world, that's what a lot of coaches are doing. Mm-hmm. And they're working really hard to get clients. I remember when I was first getting into sales, there's this very standard cliche question, which is it easier to get a new client or to maintain an existing client? And by leaps and bounds, it is easier to keep the client you already have than to go get a new one. Mm-hmm. And my experience has shown me the clients that I keep become my best salespeople. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that go out and get new clientele for me. So there's very little that I have to do in that space. So the idea here is for coaches to start looking at their programs. And do you have something built right now that is meant to nurture somebody long-term? The idea for me of therapy, there's a part of therapy that feels kind of like a scam to me. Now, not the concept, but the idea of if I'm here, I want to get quote unquote better to where I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So as a coach, is it possible to continue to provide additional value and not just sell them the same thing over and over and over again?
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's an important thing as a coach to know is, do you have a plan to coach somebody through something? And then do you have somewhere to build on from there? Yeah. Rather than I guess you can take the same course, a second, third, fourth, and fifth time. Mm-hmm. So there's a few different things that we can talk about here. And I want to talk about the money-making modalities. Now, there is the one-time purchase that I have a coaching package. It's X amount of dollars, it's X amount of weeks, and then we're done there. If that's what I have right now, how do I keep that person past that? What is it that you've seen in our clientele that they've been able to maintain somebody past that initial purchase?
I think there's a lot of different things. The place my brain wants to go right now is the fun side. So you can have like an alumni get together event, or just like a fun event that's like, okay, we're all, on this path together. Let's take some time to just have some fun and connect with like-minded people. And you've created a really cool community, so you're able to do that. There's also like merch that you can start getting into and creating kind of that community vibe where they feel like they're a part of something real, getting into more of the branding side. There's also, little post follow-up courses or support, or, hey, so you're going to be moving now. When you start doing your social media, if that's not something that you offered in your initial part, you can purchase a bundle of, 3 days with me where you get to ask me questions and I'll give you feedback. So once you're ready, you remember and can get that confidence reinstilled. Or even just community spaces where everybody's able to talk day to day and engage, and kind of having a monthly subscription type thing that people can opt into to stay a part of what you're doing and just to be in your energy and what you provide.
That's been a big one for me and with the app that we've developed for my community and for others, that's been one of the biggest places.
Yeah.
Is having that conversation in that last week with a one-on-one client of saying, what now? And introducing them to a community space, because it really doesn't matter what you teach. We'll take physical fitness, for example. Maybe you're there to help somebody lose weight. Well, that's a lifelong endeavor to stay healthy, to maintain something. And community is a really valuable aspect of that. So when you have somebody that says, we went through this program together, now you're going to stay in this space with us. And by the way, twice a year, I offer a retreat where we go kind of reinvigorate ourselves in this pursuit. Or you love this so much. Yes, there's some merchandise that you can buy in this space. Or there's a leadership program in this space that you can now share this with others as well. Like, there are so many things that you can do. And that's the thing that's most exciting for me when we're working with somebody as a coach, is they'll come in and say, this is what I have, this is what I do. So, okay, now what is the lifetime value of that client? And that's something that Alex Hormozy talks about a lot, right? Is one of the ways to be more profitable is to increase the lifetime value of a client. And rather than doing it in a scammy way of saying, well, hey, you need to, keep doing this same thing over and over and over again for decades. It's, we've got a whole program and a whole community built out in this space that you can be a part of. And I'm going to be releasing new challenges. I'm going to be releasing new courses. I'm going to have collaborations. We're going to have all of these different things. It's there. But if you're not taking advantage of it, you're losing out on a lot with your clientele. We also have affiliate programs where you've been through this, you're passionate about it. Let's make that profitable for you as well. And all of this is stuff that we've built in to app development and custom apps for different clients that they're able to start maximizing that.
Yeah, in a really organic and natural way where they're not having to, you can still do your email sequences, but even without having to roll out, a push for something, naturally in the app, people are bumping into the different things that you offer and the different pathways. Yeah,
and it is. It's very organic. One of the things that I had a big aversion to was feeling slimy and, sleazy with my clientele and making it feel like it was just about money. But really in this instance, it's not. It's about the benefit to them. And more often than not, with what we've been able to build for our own clients and what we've seen them build for theirs, they're asking for more. They're like, well, I don't want to be done at this point. And when you have that space for them to exist in, and your ability in that space is to keep innovating and to keep providing more value, man, it's been so cool to see the success that's come from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for you watching this video, if this resonates with you, if you're feeling like you have some clientele and you'd like to be able to build something bigger and more long-term, go to coachgrid.com, reach out to us, schedule an appointment, and let's get rolling.